Hello, welcome to today's lecture. As you can see, today's lecture is about the upcoming IUPAC PO's descriptive part of the paper. Now, what is the agenda of today's lecture? We'll come to that. But let me tell you what has happened over the course of the last few days. We have been getting a lot of queries regarding what to do in the descriptive part of the paper and how to do them. Also, a lot of people have been sharing with us the challenges that they are facing when they are writing and when they are completing that writing exercise, the kind of challenges that they are facing. So we thought to sort of take these two things together and make a lecture for you, so that you also know what are the relevant things that you can get from this channel, from our channel, and help them solve the challenges that you are facing, and in the process also add on one or two things that I want to share with you regarding the descriptive part of the paper. So let's see. What is descriptive writing in banks? First of all, let's understand that descriptive writing in banks is business writing. It's not artistic writing, my dear friends. It is business writing. Let that be very clear. When the purpose is clear, then only you can do your job, right? If a purpose is not clear, you'll not be able to do your job, and that's where this comes into play. The purpose of the descriptive paper in any banking exam or for any exam, organizational exam, is simple. They want to check your business writing skills and not your literature skills. So with that purpose in mind, therefore you can think of what they are expecting or what the evaluators are expecting from you. They are expecting from you that you would talk directly about the issue, directly talk on the issue, and not circumvent, talk in rounds and rounds, and not unnecessarily try to beautify the language, beautify the way in which you are presenting, right? So that's very simply the single most important expectation from you. So having understood that, let's see what are we going to do today. Today's agenda. First, we are going to, as I told you, we are going to discuss the challenges that you have put forward to me, to us, in different forums, and have asked for help in those areas. So we'll discuss those challenges. One or more of these challenges might be relevant for you. So see which one is relevant and act accordingly. Second, we will guide you how to solve these challenges, and the last stage would be share with you, in the process only. We will be not one by one, it will be together. All the agenda would be happening together. So the last agenda, which would come as a part of it, is share with you reference of the resources that will help you, the resources that already we have already in our channel, and I have already shared them with you in another forum, in our Facebook. I'll also share them with you, and will tell you in which challenges those reference lectures would help you, plus whatever you need to do more in that area. Okay, so let's start. Let's see the challenges first. Challenges faced in descriptive paper. Now, there are four major challenges that are coming in front of us when it comes to descriptive paper. The first one, you are not sure about the right structure in the PO exams descriptive paper. The how to write, what would be the structure of the essay, what would be the structure of the letter. You are not very sure about this. So this is the first challenge that comes to our in front of us. Second challenge, we don't get enough content. Now that's the second kind of challenge that has been posted to us. Third, how to frame content to write the body of an essay or a letter. How to do that is something that a lot of students are facing problem with, right? And the fourth, the last challenge that we are going to take on today is a very different one. A lot of people have complained that they are very good readers, or they are good readers, they had been avid readers, they scored good in the objective part of English, objective English, but when it comes to scoring in descriptive, they end up not scoring good in descriptive writing. So this is a very special problem to be have, and so all those who are here who are facing that problem should listen to what I say in the course of the next 10 minutes or so, so you get an idea that what are you supposed to do for these four challenges. Okay, chalo, so let's look at the first challenge. The first challenge is you are not sure about the right structure. Now, this should not be the case at this moment, at this stage of your preparation, because we have already told you where to go and find out the right structures of writing an essay and writing a letter. But still, if you have not gone through, just go through our lectures. I will give the reference of the lectures. Please do not miss this. If you are confused about the structures till now, it is to an extent it's a crime. You should have known by now what are the right structures of writing. So if you have not done that, so go through this, just go through these lectures and it will be enough for you. First, for essay writing, the first lecture that we want you to go through is from the playlist Personality Development, and the lecture name is Writing Skills 1: How to Prepare for Essays and What. So how to prepare for essays and what is the name of the lecture, Writing Skills 1, and the playlist is Personality Development. Here you will get the basics of writing an essay, how to form an essay, how to frame an essay, how to form the paragraphs of an essay, how to divide the paragraphs of an essay, the absolute basics, right? Next, with respect to PO, how, or in respect to the banking exams, how do you write an essay? You would also get a very good idea the next lecture from the next lecture, and that is Abhishek's SBI 2017 online classes playlists lecture essay writing, and the lecture was conducted on day 12 mains. So that's in the part of the name only, so you can search by this also. So this lecture of Abhishek is there on SBI PO 2017 online classes. You can go through this and have an idea about the structure. So first, the personality development playlist lecture writing skills. This lecture of mine would give you an idea about how to frame, and the second is the SBI PO 2017 lecture essay writing day 12 mains. Now, letter writing. For letter writing, again from the same playlist of SBI PO 2017, we want you to go through the lecture letter writing. It is day 14, second lecture of mains. So you just go through in this lecture in the playlist SBI PO 2017. You'd know all about how to write a letter, a formal and an informal letter, what should be the structure of it, everything about it, right? So you don't need to do anything else. So if you have a lot of time to waste at this point of time, you can do anything you like for hunting down structure from this book, that book, here and there. But what you really need is these three lectures, and then you are done with the structure part. So what was our first challenge? Our first challenge was if you are not sure about the right structure, please friends, just go through these three lectures and you would be done with. Okay? Chalo. Next. The next challenge on our table was view don't get enough content. So this is something that a lot of students have come up with. Let me tell you first, it's only your imagination and not reality. You're feeling that you don't have enough content, but it's not reality. Because tell me one thing, how much content do you need to write an 150 word, 200 word essay? 2 to 3 points? Maximum 4 points? Let me show you the maths. See, on every point, you'd have at least write 3 lines, right? 1 line 10 words, 3 line 30 words. Okay? So you have 3 points, let's say. 3 to 4 points. 3 points, 3 into 30 words, 90 lines of body is already made. 90 to 100 words have already been made. 30 words of introduction, 30 words in introduction, 20 to 30 words in conclusion. Done. 150 words. It will come just by looking at it. देखते देखते ही आ जाएगा 150 words. As a matter of fact, with 3 points, you would write more than 150 words, right? So you essentially do not need a lot of host of content. So anyone who is having this idea in his mind that he's weak in content because his general awareness is not so strong, just get out of that. Just get out of that, because my dear friend, that's not an issue when it comes to descriptive writing. This is not a competition like group discussion where you need your points, the points that you had in mind were taken by someone else. This is a place where your points are your points. Till the end, they would be your points. No one will be able to snatch it away from you. So those 2-3 points are enough today with you. So content is not a problem. And having said that, if you are already following the T analysis method that I have told you, I have shared with you in the personality development lectures, you would be facing a problem of excess content rather than less content, right? Because have you ever faced a problem in essay that you have thought about the content, and when you were writing you could not write more than 100 words? Have you ever faced that? No. What essentially you have faced, you might have taken more time to generate content, therefore time might have been an issue, but after that you, when you started writing, you went up to 200-250 words very easily. So to solve that challenge of taking more time to generate content, take help of T analysis. That is what T analysis is for, right? But you do not need to have those 10-12 points that T analysis throws to you. You just pick up out of the first 4-5 points the best 2-3 points and start writing your essay. That ways you will save time on T analysis also, and you will obviously make a more effective essay. So for the T analysis lecture, if you haven't gone through till now, please go through the again the playlist would be personality development playlist, lecture content development, the warrior's way. Content development, the warrior's way is the name of the lecture in the playlist personality development. You just go through it, you would have a clear idea about how to implement T analysis to generate content. The worked method, those who have already gone it would know worked method is what I name it, weapon of relevant content development. So if you have this weapon in your hand, you can generate insane amounts of points, content on almost everything that's going to come to you, right? So go through that lecture, it would help you. Again, as I told you, you don't need to follow till the end of T analysis. Just pick up the important points that strikes you first from the keyword method, and the important points that strikes you first when you apply that keyword method to I get helps analysis, and the first 4-5 point which you get out of that, choose the best 3 and write an essay on. But that's what you need. You don't need to do anything more, right? To understand what is I get helps and T analysis and I get helps and keyword analysis, just go through this lecture, a 20 minutes lecture, and it will be done. Okay, next. The next challenge was how to frame content to write the body of an essay or letter. Now, if this is the challenge that you are facing, then what would you do? First, you will take 2 to 4 points at most from your T analysis. As I told you already, you don't even need to complete your T analysis. You get 5 points, you stop. Get your 5 points and you stop. You don't need to do the whole T analysis and get those 12-14 points that is normally we get in first 6-7 minutes of T analysis. So if you stop at 5 points, it would hardly take you how much? 3 minutes? So 3 minutes of content development, 2 to 3 minutes of content development, and then you move forward taking 2 to 4 points out of those 5-6 points that you have generated and launch your essay writing. Okay. Now, when you write, remember, in simple words connect them to drive home your argument. In simple words, don't use big words, big adjectives. No, don't do that. To see how this is done, how to do that, go through the below lectures. First, essay writing. From the playlist RBI grade B playlist, there is a lecture called English Writing Skills Session 1 Essay. Go through it, where I have shown in detail how from T analysis you can generate point, and from those points generated you can write a 400-500 word essays. And if you know what you need to do is that out of the 7 points I took, or 6 points that I took in that particular lecture, you should take only 2-3, and rather than writing a 500 word essay, you will write 200 word essay, right? That's it. Next, these two lectures are already you have already gone through, and they would serve this purpose beautifully. Playlist of SBI 2017 online class lecture essay writing and lecture letter writing, right? These I have already given you in the structure part also. So you see, going through these two lectures would serve two purpose. You would come to know about the structure and how to write also. Okay. Next, the last challenge. You are a good reader, but you score good in objective, but you don't score in descriptive. Now this is something that I'm getting a lot in the course of the last few days. Now what do we do? Why is it happening? Why is this symptom? This is a symptom, right? This is not a problem, this is a symptom. What is the problem? The problem, or the most common reason for this symptom that I have seen, is that you try to write like the people whom you read. So whom do you read? You read the editorials. You read the editors in editorials. You read the authors in the books. You read the reading comprehensions where well-known and sometimes very difficult writers write a lot of stuff about a lot of difficult items. So you are reading all these stuff. So obviously some of their part rub on you, and you feel like that you also are capable of writing like them or better than them, which is true, which can be exactly true. There is nothing wrong about it, but don't try to write like them in your descriptive exercise. In your essay writing, in your letter writing, don't do that. Beautification of language using complex or long sentences, using a lot of conjunctions, are a strict no for business writing. This is business writing you are doing, na? So if it is business writing, for business writing, these are strict no. Don't use a lot of difficult adjectives. Don't beautify your language unnecessarily. Don't use complex sentences. Use simple 7 to 8 word sentences at the most. Don't use long sentences. Use conjunctions less. These are the do's when it comes to business writing, and this is business writing that you are doing and not literature writing. So though you obviously might possess a talent of writing good English and amazing script, but don't utilize that's not necessary in your essay writing. That's not necessary in your letter writing. Okay, as a matter of fact, that is that would serve the opposite purpose. Because see, when you write something beautiful, you edit it a lot of times. Now something beautiful is not written just by at the cusp of the moment. It only happens with Shah Rukh Khan in the films, right? But in real life, the dialogue writers, the writers take a lot of time to write those dialogues and edit them multiple times. In a scenario of exam, you don't have time to edit it. So therefore, what will be happening? It will be either hard pressed with time, or you would be ending up with a written piece which could have been very good, but ended up not being very good, right? So don't do that. Okay. So for business writing, always remember the KISS theory. And what was the KISS theory? I discuss it in my classes, in these two classes that I have referred to you. Keep it simple and straightforward. Keep it simple and straightforward. Do not try to impress. Just try to be relevant. Just a B is missing here, sorry. Just try to be relevant. Do not try to impress. Okay? Okay? So these are the things that you need to do to handle these 4 challenges. These are the 4 challenges. Some of you may be facing one of them, some of you may be facing more than one of them, but if you want to solve these challenges, these are the things that you need to do. So in short, what you need to do is go through these 5 lectures. If you haven't gone through, I'm sure that most of you have gone through at least 2-3 of those lectures, so complete the whole set. How many hours is this? It's hardly what 3 hours of the of lectures. So 3 hours of lecture, 3 to 4 hours of lecture, and practice writing essays rather than writing. Let me tell it. Let me reframe my words. Typing essays and letters every day till the date of exam, till one day before exam, at least one each, one essay, one letter, at least one each, right? And confidently write on the day of exam, or rather type on the day of exam. Please understand, don't write these on paper, the essays, the letters. Do type them. I'm sure that you are already doing it. It's just a precautionary thing that I wanted to tell you, that don't write it. Just you can jot down the points in the first 2-3 minutes through the T analysis, but after that you type in a flow. Okay, right? So this is what you need to do, and all of these challenges that you are facing would be solved, given that you practice adequately. Okay, so that would be all. The hope this helps you, and with a lot of vigor and energy, just go forward and write as much as you can after you've gone through the directions, and that would ensure that you perform amazingly well in the descriptive writing session. So thank you and all the best.